Hi, I'm Tony Bowen, and welcome to my Corn Country Rails channel. Well, this is part 4 of the N-Scale convention that happened in 2025 in Kansas City. We started our day with the manufacturer's breakfast. It was a great breakfast, and also we got to hear from many of the manufacturers that were attending the convention about new products that are coming out in N-Scale either in the next year or future products in the years to come. After the manufacturer's breakfast, we did one sweep through the train show, see if there was any items we missed. We also took a little look at some of the T-Trak modules, and then we thought, hey, let's hit a couple hobby shops in the Kansas City area. Before we left the train show, I got to meet Alex Hoffner. Interesting thing, had to come to Kansas City to meet a gentleman who does 3D printing just a few miles from where I live, so it was really nice for Michael and I to meet him. The first hobby shop we hit that day was the Show Me Lines hobby shop. It's a great hobby shop filled with lots of things. You might have to look for them, but they're there. Felt really bad for this little American steam engine. It obviously was pulling a whole lot more than it could, and you know, the elementary school teacher in me was like, I think I can, I think I can, I think I can, but I bet by the end of this day that engine can't anymore. And that day at the hobby shop, there were a few kids inside, and you heard somebody say, "Oh no!" as somebody's little hands derailed that train that was running around. The next hobby shop we stopped at was FredsHobbies, and Fred had a collection of obviously railroad memorabilia, books, model trains, just about everything in any scale in that. Also, another great hobby shop. So around noon, we made our way back to the hotel to grab a quick bite of lunch, see some of the layouts before we sat in some afternoon clinics that started at 1 o'clock. This year, there were some very nice modular clubs that showed up for the N-Scale convention. Problem was, every time I went to film them, either everybody was having lunch, or no trains were running, or everybody had left for the day. So I got some pictures of some, but not with many trains running on them. Well, it was getting close to 1 o'clock, and so we made our way to the first clinic that we wanted to attend. The first clinic we attended that day was the GATR Works, the lighting at the end of your train. So talking about putting in all sorts of lighting features. The second clinic was by Jeff Lee, MMR. And so Jeff basically did a clinic on the rebuilding of his layout and the reasons why. This would have been a great clinic for our friend Bob, who we've basically been helping him do the same thing of rebuilding his railroad in the last year. So it was a very interesting take on why he did the rebuild of his layout. And during the clinics, I was getting a head start on the article I'm writing for the N-Scale Enthusiast regarding the room sales. So that also made use of my time as well. As the clinics ended, we checked out what was left of the layouts that were still running and the train show before we got ourselves ready for the evening banquet. Around 6:30 that evening, it was time to get ready for the banquet dinner. The banquet dinner is always a fun time to have a great meal and kind of share in the festivities of what you've done over the last few days of the N-Scale convention. But it's also kind of a sad moment because you know it's all coming to an end until next year's convention as well. And we can't forget about those raffle prize drawings during the banquet dinner. Unfortunately, this year, Michael and myself, we did not win a thing. I finally got to meet Art Soul. Art and I have been friends on Facebook for a number of years, but he and I have never met until this N-Scale convention. So it was great to have him sit with us at our table for the banquet dinner. And after the banquet dinner that night, we had to get our trophy shots of all the things we purchased during the N-Scale convention. So here's all the things I purchased. And all the things that Michael ended up purchasing. And then those personal shopping items that are going home to our N-Scale friends. Well, I hope you've enjoyed part 4 of the N-Scale convention. Remember, next year's convention is in Milwaukee, Wisconsin. Once again, thank you for watching and happy railroading to you.